Now, it really should be a really simple thing. All right. I remember I told you if you can factor, you can do the multiplying. All right. If you can do the multiplying, you can do the dividing. All right. It's very simple. Very simple. All right. So we'll go ahead and do the odds. All right. Now, someone asked me, do we cross multiply? Cross multiplying is for equations. So if I would have said something like those are equal, then you can cross multiply. But this is just multiplication. It's like multiplying two fractions. So what I always try to tell kids is just reduce the numbers first, please. Now, what does that mean? 5 goes into 5 once and 5 goes into 10 twice. 3 goes into 3 once, 3 goes into 9 3 times. Then you multiply the numerators and multiply the denominators. So the fraction itself is just what? 3 over 2. The fraction itself is just 3 over 2. Now, how many y's are on the top? 2. How many are on the bottom? 1. So altogether, that would leave us with 1 on the top. How many x's are on the top? How many x's are on the bottom? None. So there would be a what? X on the top. So I'm going to slide this over a little bit, put the X there, and then we're going to now realize that is all they wanted. 3xy over 2. I know it's easy. Hey, I mean it. You're playing around. I want you to ignore him. All right, when someone walks in the door. All right, I want to work. You want to play. All right, anybody have any questions with that? All right, try 3. Do what I said. All right, what I want you to do is reduce the numbers first, then take care of the variables. So we can quickly look at the 9 and the 27, say that can reduce to 1/3. And 8 and 32, 1 and a 4. So again, you should be able to look at that and say, well, that's just 4 over 3. Everybody's good with that? 4 over 3. And now what happens to the y's? 1 on the top, and what about the x? Yeah, so it's just 4xy over 3. All right, do number 5 by yourself, and then when you get the answer, somebody tell me. Yeah, some of you are already quick. Go, Charlotte.
2yx over 5.
Anybody else get that?
Yeah. Yes.
3 goes into 3 once. 3 goes into 15 5 times. 5 goes into 5 once. 5 goes into 10 twice. Yeah, easy. Nothing to it. Nothing at all.
Can you put y?
Yes. Or you can put it in alphabetical order. All right. Okay, number 7. Now we get into the factoring part. Does the numerator on the left factor? Is the numerator on the or the denominator on the left? No. All right, so I just asked you about this, and I just asked you about this. Do either of those factor? No. So now what about the numerator on the right? What does that factor to? Somebody said it, go. Probably one of them is a what? For sure. No, look over here, guys. We're reducing fractions, correct? So probably it factors to what?
3x plus 4y.
There's probably a 3x plus 4y. Why? Because we're working on what? Reducing. So the first thing I would do is that's what I used to do. I could get these things done in 5 minutes because I used all the information. I knew there was going to be a 3x plus 4y over here. Now I'm trying to get 9x squared. So the other one has to be a what?
3x.
3x. I'm trying to get negative 16y squared. So it's going to have to be minus 4y. The middle term will cancel out. That's why 9x squared minus 16y squared factors to that. All right, so this is out now. All right, what do you think 2x squared plus 3x minus 20 is going to factor to? Probably an x plus 4. You can save yourself a bunch of time if you do that. So here we go. Parentheses, x plus 4. Now I need a 2x squared. So what do I need? 2x. And I need a negative 20 minus 5. Now I'm going to double check myself. 8 minus 5 is that 3. There you have it. And so now you just look back and you say, okay, what cancels?
X plus 4.
X plus 4, x plus 4. What else?
4y.
3x plus 4y, 3x plus 4y. So I'm left with, come on,
3x. 4.
3x minus 4y over 2x minus 5. Can I cross out the x's?
Yeah.
Of course, what? Not. Things bounded by addition and subtraction cannot cross out. I was able to cross those out because those things are bounded by what? Multiplication. All right. So here we go. Let's take a look at number 9. Come on, guys. The numerator of the second fraction is probably going to have a what in it? 3x plus y. So who's going to factor that? You are amazing. 3x plus y, 3x minus y. Now remember what I keep trying to say, don't write my answers down. I don't want you to write my answers down. I want you to know that's the answer. All right. Again, if you want to change your grade outcome, that's where you need to start. Now, what do you think 2x squared plus 3x plus 1 is going to factor to?
You're saying there's an X plus 1.
I dare say there is an x plus 1. And what's the other factor going to be? 2x plus 1. Because why? 2x times x is that 2x squared. 1 times 1 is that 1. And if we do our little smiley faces, 2 and 1 makes 3. Come on, guys, let's not make this hard. So now what can I cross out, please?
Probably the stuff on the left.
What?
Everything on the left and then
3x plus y and
X plus 1.
3x plus y. X plus 1 and x plus 1. Final answer.
3x minus y, 2x plus 1.
I don't think that's that hard. All right, I'm going to pause and give you 30 seconds. All right, I want everybody to do the next one. Okay, Ryan, what'd you get?
3t to the 6 x over 5. Yep, that's what.
Anybody get 3t to the 6th x over 5? Anybody looking at like going, the guy is crazy? Anybody calling Ryan crazy?
Oh, I'm certainly crazy, but yes,
But your work is accurate. But your work is accurate.
Maybe, yeah, but that's sort of that's sort of that's that particular brand.
Okay, thank you for that explanation. Anybody need me to do that? Review that problem. All right, let's knock out 13 real quick. All right, which one can be factored? The 3x minus 6 has a GCF in it. 3x minus 6 has a GCF. So what is that? 3 parentheses. 3 parentheses what?
X minus 2.
X minus 2. Come on. Hey, chop chop, man. Daydreaming. What else? Okay, now you're looking at the numbers. Is there any numbers that can cross out? No, you're right, there isn't. So I have a 3, a 5, a 5, and a 5. So what does that simplify to? 3 over 25. Now, what can cancel? X minus 2, X minus 2. There's an X cubed over X, which leaves me with X squared. Come on, does everybody understand what I'm saying? If you can factor, that's kind of easy, right? All right, here we go. Let's knock out 15. I'm feeling pretty confident about 15 now. Y squared minus 16 factors to what? Y minus 4 and Y plus 4. And then what about the 2Y plus 6? Pull out of 2. That becomes what? Yes, 2 times the parentheses Y plus 3. Now what can cross out? Y minus 4, Y minus 4, what else? Final answer. Y plus 4 over 2, and then let's just cross out the 2 and the 4, correct? Cross out the 2 and the 4, correct?
Yes.
No! Bounded by addition. You cannot cross out the 4 and the 2. The 4 and the 2 cannot cross out. They are bounded. The Y plus 4 is bounded by addition. You can only cross things out if they're bounded by multiplication and division. All right, so 17. Lots of factoring here. Say it again.
For the top numerator, it's X plus 4 and X minus 4.
Amazing. Let's just let you continue. X plus 4, X minus 4. Top right.
That'd be X minus, wait, X minus an X plus 2. Oh, yeah.
What is it?
It just,
There is a what?
there's a decent grace.
Yes, there's a greatest common factor.
It's just X, and these, X minus 4.
You are amazing. Now what?
I'm gonna do that one there.
And what is that?
X. Would that be? X, plus 3 and minus 4.
You're amazing. That's exactly correct. Good job. All right, now help me cross things out here.
Roll the X minus 4.
This X minus 4, this X minus 4.
Yeah. And I'm not sure. Wait. Oh yeah, probably. Those X's can cancel, and then
So you'd be left with a what on the bottom?
X plus 3 bottom,
Okay. And a what?
and an X.
Do you see that or not?
Yeah.
Okay, so my final answer is what was left on the top?
X plus 4 and X minus 4,
Exactly. What was left on the bottom?
and then X, then parentheses X plus 3.
That's nice. X and X plus 3. Good job. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. Number 19. Go. Factor out of what?
You factor out a 2,
Yes. What are you left with?
3 minus t.
Good. On the bottom, what does that factor to?
T on both sides. And then 2 on each side. Positive 2.
Good job. Top right.
You can factor out a t.
T what?
2 t's.
We call that a T squared.
Yeah.
And then what?
It's a t plus 2.
What's about on the bottom?
Bottom you can factor out 6t.
T to the sixth. What are you left with?
T squared minus.
Yep. All right, so now let's take a quick focus here, look at what's going on. Can anything else factor? Yes, the bottom right. T squared minus 9. Put yourself a little star by that if you didn't see it. Sometimes you're gonna have to factor twice.
T minus 3, T plus 3.
Yes, so everybody's gonna write T to the sixth, T plus 3, T minus 3. Now that's gone. All right, here we go. Now, do we have just numbers? Is there just a number involved?
You can cross out,
Wait, no, I'm asking you a question. Is there just a number involved?
what do you mean?
Someone help him. You see that? Come on. Hey, it's all right.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're saying.
Hey, you're sitting way over here.
Sorry, this is funny.
Hilarious. So the only number that's left is a what?
2.
2. So we're gonna put a 2. All right. Now I'd like to work at the single variables. That means I'm trying to focus on t squared and t to the sixth. What happens?
You can reduce
To what?
T and T to the third. Or, sorry, T and T to the fifth.
No.
T to the fourth.
T to the fourth. Where at? On the bottom, T to the fourth. It's okay. That's why you're correcting your mistakes. Is everybody okay with that so far? Now, T plus 2 and
T plus both T plus 2s and both T minus 3.
no, I don't see a T minus 3.
Oh,
I see a what?
3 minus 2.
3 minus T. So what happens to the 3 minus T and the T minus 3? It crosses out to a -1. Thank you, whoever remembered that. The 3 minus T and the T minus 3 factors out or crosses out to a -1. So watch what I'm doing. I'm putting a negative in the numerator. Is there anything else left in the numerator?
No.
What about the denominator? There is a what?
T plus 3.
T plus 3.
And a
Anything?
T plus.
And a T plus 2. Believe it or not, guys, that is your answer. That's your answer.
So what, I'm interested in doing a bit of exercise studying, so what Excel section are you? Excel video, yes, video recommend.
I will show you in a moment. I'll tell you exactly. All right. Number 21. All right, I need some help with the numerator of the first fraction. Say it, come on. You're good, buddy. X minus 7. And X. All right, I need the denominator now. The denominator of the first fraction is what? Come on.
X squared.
There is a what?
DCF.
There is a GCF. What is the GCF?
Oh, greater.
Greatest common factor. What's in both 2x cubed and 3x squared? There is a common x squared. So I need to put down an x squared. And what's left if you pull out the x squared? 2x minus 3. Perfect. Now what do I factor in the numerator of the second fraction? GCF, which is x. And then what's left behind? And what about the denominator? 7. X minus 7. Perfect. Now, for x squared minus 9. Does that factor?
Yes.
Yes.
Close.
2x plus 3. Now watch what I like to do. X parentheses 2x plus 3 and 2x minus 3. I'm kind of highlighting where I would cross mine out so I don't make a mistake and think that there's something else there. All right, so with that being said, now I need help. Are there any numbers that were factored out?
Yeah.
What?
2x minus 3.
No, 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 no. No, 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 just a number, just 7. Right, I'm trying to look to make sure no numbers can reduce. And the only number that's out is what? 7. That's on the bottom, right? So 7. Now I'm gonna look and say, okay, what can cross out? The x and the x squared would come next. So what does x over x squared reduce to? X where? X on the bottom. Now what else? X minus 7 does what?
Yes.
X minus 7, X minus 7. What else? Two X minus 3, 2x minus 3. What's left? X plus 5 on top and 2x plus 3. And that's your answer. That's your answer. All right, let's try the next page. Uh-oh, the next page is what? Okay, now look, guys, I'm not trying to, I'm really not trying to overwork you, burden you. All right. I don't think that was that hard. All right, you're multiplying. Everything involves factoring. Factor, 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 cross out, cross out, cross out, equals. That's it. Everything's got to be factored. Try. All right. So those are the odds. Now your job in class right now, without wasting any time, is do the evens.